6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Jim's just pretending over there. He's like, I can't hear. I'm working my earmuffs. I'm getting something going on over there. He just looks really dapper though. He looks dapper over there. I got my sidekick over here,
Can you hear
Mr.
me?
Bryce.
Can you hear me?
Because Bryce, there's Chase. What up, guys? I just here there.
Can you
Look at
hear
that
me?
guy. I got you now,
You
man.
can't
I
hear me.
got you now. I hear you
Yeah, he's
loud
got
and
me. All right.
Face.
man. Technical
All right.
difficulties, but we're figuring it out. Just like it's another 2-hour delay over here. You know what I'm thinking about, Jim? Let's have an adult. I wish there could be an adult like 2-hour delay. I'd rather make it like a 4-hour delay
You
sometimes.
can hear.
I can hear.
Let's go. All right. We're back, baby. We're back.
We're back. We're back. Man, he's
This
got
Zoom
like
thing is just moving cameras, and this is interesting. I got to figure this thing out.
you guys are live. Like you're literally
live.
live on this one.
Live.
What up, brother? How are you? Good morning.
Good morning. What's
I've
up,
been
little
playing.
guy?
I tell you, like I brought him on. Like I don't make this stuff up. Like I literally, it's been a week, man. It has been a week, and we're supposed to get another snowstorm, another 4 to 6 inches, which they probably won't have school Monday and Tuesday. So we're figuring it out. I don't think they're ever going to school.
It's okay. Deprogram them. Oops, said that out loud.
Jim,
All
are you
right,
good,
well,
man?
We're good. Welcome to the show today, everybody. You know, we're figuring it out first thing in the morning. As you know, Central Time, it's 7:15 a.m. here. So we were in the studio at 6, trying to figure out these cameras moving with Zoom and all this, but we're here. We made it. So who had to figure something out this week? Throw a 5 in the chat. Throw a 5 in the chat if you had to figure something out. If everything didn't go perfect, if you needed to navigate some mishaps, some scenarios, some situations. We talked about the weather. We talked about storms. We talked about no school. I think we're all figuring it out this week. All figuring out. Look at all those 5s in the chat. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Well, here's the thing, folks. I am so fired up because we have Daryl Stinson in the house, and this man has changed my life. Okay. And I don't say that lightly. You've heard me say it about Brock, obviously, and we all know and love Brock. But this gentleman really knows how to help people communicate. He knows how to push people into their heart. He's a 2-time TEDx speaker. One of his TEDx has over 2 million views. He's got a high-ranking podcast called Seeding Greatness. He helps people communicate, whether it's for a presentation, whether it's for a TEDx, whether it's for some of the biggest stages in the world with some of the biggest celebrities. And I'm just so grateful to call him a friend. He also coaches me. And it's just one of those people in your life. You know, I talk about impact. I throw a conference called The Impact Effect. This man has impacted me in so many ways. My spirituality, my relationship with my wife, how I communicate with friends, colleagues, different businesses, different business partners, different scenarios, situations. So I'm just going to let him rip today, if that's okay, folks, because he's got a lot to say.
Do that. Do not do that. Don't do that.
He's gonna rip. He's gonna go in, and he's gonna say what's on his heart today.
My wife's here. Give it up for her in the chat. I see you, sweetie. I see you. That's what's up.
So we're figuring it out. Daryl, I guess my first question to you is, and I'm just gonna let you go with it, but tell me about something you're figuring out. Tell me about maybe a time that you had to figure something out.
What I'm figuring out currently right now is how to have a $10 million dream, but be restrained to today's pace. You know, just because you can doesn't mean you should. I mean, how many of you have had ideas that you were like, yeah, I know it's time. I'm about to do it right now. You go all in, invest, sign up, buy the URL, build the website, buy the merch. And then you're like, dang, I should have thought about that a little bit more. And so for me, it's just like recognizing that I have the opportunity to reach a lot of people. And the times that we live in with AI and how it's been mm, accelerating the pace by which we can create, and and everyone's waking up to the fact that nothing is stable, nothing is sustainable, nothing is uh, as secure as following the innate dreams that we have inside. And and so it's hard sometimes to be bold and follow it with all you got, but also trust the unfolding process, to really follow the pace of the season that you're in. Some people need to just learn how to spend 4 to 6 hours a week while they're working their 9 to 5, and then more strategically build their side hustle. But because they won't organize and strategize their time that way, they can't actually gain momentum. They keep doing it a little bit here, doing it a little bit here, talking about it a lot. Golly, talking about it a lot. And when I say talking about it a lot, what I want people to know is, because we always know the people who talk about it verbally a lot. I told you, don't just let me go, bro.
No, you
We
gotta
talk about
go.
the
You
people
gotta
that
go.
talk
The
about
people need to
verbally
hear
a
it.
lot.
The people need to hear it.
We don't talk about the people that talk about it internally a lot. And I can tell you how you can tell, though. The people that talk about it internally a lot, meaning their own dreams, but they don't actually execute them, are the people who are always judging and criticizing other people's attempts to build their dreams. Oh my gosh. Wild. So, I love feedback on everything. I think it's one of the greatest ways to grow as a communicator. Is to learn how to listen better. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. God designed it that way, in my opinion. And so, one of the things I always listen to is the feedback from what people say from my speech, not because I want like testimonial, because I'm trying to listen to like, how'd I do? Where can I improve? What do I need to double click on? What was good that I know was good that I just want to hear was good again? Or maybe it wasn't as good as I thought it was. I really want to hear, did I make an impact? And because of that, um, it's helped me to hear people's problems better than they hear it themselves. It's helped me to see where I thought I was communicating something and it was coming across and it was connecting, but it wasn't. And it needed to be broken down in a different way, or I needed to slow it down in a different pace. And so I just think, like, um, at the heart of our power to create is our ability to trust the pace and the season we're in, and then our skill to articulate that to everywhere we go in every environment around us. I don't know. I'll give myself a C on that intro. I'm warming up, though. I'll get better. I'll promise. I'll promise. But I meant everything I said. I'm really not trying to be poetic. I meant what I said. I hope that makes sense. Yeah.
No, it does. It does. And I think, as we navigate a world we live in with AI, how do we bring it back to that human connection? How do we bring it back to that humanity piece where we're not just copping out to ChatGPT everything, but we're putting some heart, some soul, where we're telling people what they need, what they want, and then we're also listening. I think that's something that you're so great at, Daryl, is when you and I work together, whether it's collaborating on events, you helping me with a new keynote speech, you listen so you can give the insights and those small little nuggets that most people miss. And I can tell you right now that ChatGPT 100% misses. Um, Tell me a little bit more about those scenarios. Tell me a little bit more about you having to figure that out alongside the journey of where you're at today.
I was thinking about this morning. Um, So maybe I was meant to share it. I was thinking about the fact that um, I had a brother that was born before me, and he passed away a couple of days after he was born because he had essentially an asthma attack and pneumonia. When my mother had me a year later, the same thing happened to me. Asthma attack, pneumonia. I was in and out of the hospital. And I was thinking about that because of when you can't breathe, you can't really use your voice correctly. And it started as an infant for me, and that went into, even my relationship with my parents and them not really being emotionally available because they were overwhelmed by the pressures of life. We grew up in a low income community, and so anytime I would have emotions that were strong, they didn't have the capacity or the space in their life to deal with it. They were just trying to survive. So it all was just like, shut up, sit down. I was getting spanked, stop crying. I'll give you something to cry about, that type of stuff. So then my voice was always being suppressed, always being suppressed. Then I'm a creative dude. I grew up in the hood. I grew up around, drug dealers and, people that were trying to be tough, even if they weren't tough. And because I was creative and emotional, and this is like how you hear me now is how I really was and am. But that wasn't cool and acceptable then. So I started to change my voice to be like that. So there was so much about caging my voice that when it came time for me to speak way later in my story and journey, that I struggled. I struggled to say something that I actually meant. I said stuff that sounded good, and I think that's what people are doing with AI. Ooh, that sounds good. Look at that alliteration. Ooh, that sounds good. Look at how they describe that thing. I was saying things that sound good, but it wasn't my voice. It wasn't my true thought. It didn't have the oomph of my belief on it, and I was just sort of like saying it, not to ruffle any feathers. And so I think if, you know, one of my mentors told me, Daryl, never be so polite that you're no longer powerful. And I think that in our communication, and using of AI and trying to say everything all correctly and do it all right, because now we sort of quote unquote can, because we can tell AI to act as if it's the best architect, web designer, copywriter, whatever we want to make it. But we can't lose our voice. We can't lose our spiritual beliefs. We can't lose our family lineage. We can't lose the thing that matters the most to us. We can't lose the humanness that lives and breathes within our organization. And by the way, that is the stuff that is the most profitable anyways.
Come on.
Like the moment that some of these corporations come and they're like, help us communicate, and it's like I read their emails, their newsletters and all this stuff, and it was like, who wrote this? Like, did anybody read this out loud? Did anybody read this out loud? Sorry to yell. Nobody read it out loud. Why? Because we have been taught to suppress our voice. So I would say, if you want to grow as a speaker, how much are you speaking out loud? Period. I didn't say how don't worry about a speech. I said, how much are you speaking out loud? And paying attention to, are your thoughts being adopted? Are you connecting with people? Are you conveying it? Does it sound like truth coming from your gut and your soul? And so, man, I'm so passionate about helping people maintain their voice, because your voice is directly connected to your identity. It's directly connected to your purpose. It's directly connected to everything that you've been. The true art of storytelling is that it was meant to pass down information from lineage to lineage. It was supposed to preserve. It was the human library. Before there was libraries, there was only storytelling. And so you had to convey it in as accurate as a way as it happened. So you couldn't just be like, there was a jungle and a tiger came and the people sat down at the land. You had to be like, there was a wide, expansive jungle and the lion came and all the people sat down by the land. Why? Because you were trying to convey a message that was beyond human language. You were trying to get something from the soul and to be passed down and replicated exactly as it was supposed to the individuals. That's what we're trying to do when we're trying to speak. It's the same thing when we're trying to market. And so if you want to make your social media copy better, your email marketing better, your board meetings run better, run that through out loud and record yourself if you really want to up level. And literally, no judgment, no I suck, no nitpicking every little stupid thing that you do wrong. Literally, watch it for one thing. What's in the way of my expression? Why am I not doing why am I not saying it how I know to say it? Why am I not acting like I do when I'm around my friends? Like, what is going on in me? What's up, bro? And when you can find out what's in the way of your normal way of being, man, your communication comes across so much more natural. It has your voice and your essence in it. And to me, as long as you can get that first, then AI can automate that, duplicate that, replicate that, formate that, turn that to landing pages. But man, if it says it better than you and you can't see you in it and you're okay with that, you're going to lose yourself in the future of this world.
Oh, we're bouncing all around with the cameras. How'd you figure this out, dude? How'd you get there? Because I just saw a whole different Daryl Stinson right there. Like I felt that. I don't know about everybody on the call, but I got goosebumps. Whew. How did you get there? How did you get there, Daryl? How'd you figure that out? How'd you feel that so deeply? Because I mean, you just dropped some knowledge, brother.
I had nothing figured out. I had nothing figured out. I just try to do my best to stay regulated and and not go off the rails so that whatever I feel like God is trying to say through me in the moment comes through without my own hindrance of insecurity or are people worried that I'm too loud in the morning? Do they think I'm sincere? Am I being vulnerable enough? Should I tell more of my story? Like, I'm not here to try to perform the perfect like speech because I'm the speaking coach. I'm here to just try to like say what I feel like needs to be said from my heart in the moment. And I'm just passionate about it. So it does come out with super passion because I don't know, sometimes people I was gonna say the S word, but they dump on motivation all the time. They're like, I don't want that motivational stuff. What's the practical? And it's like, to be honest with you, if you was more motivated, you wouldn't need the practical. Sorry. Legit. I mean, like, it's so funny because I gotta be careful because sometimes it is inappropriate and I do sort of snap a little bit too much. But every like 6 to 7 months, my wife will be a test. I'll just have all this buildup from all these coaching conversations, not even my own clients all the time. It's just like, people picking your brain on the go, podcasting. And it's all this reservoir of like, oh, well, I got to figure out the web and I'm trying to get on my brand. And hey, well, how do you do this? And how do you open the story? What's the best way to open a speech? And oh man, how do you really get your message out there as a speaker? And it's like all this stuff. And I'm like, I'm glad that they're asking me. It gives me a reason to be paid to answer the question. But every once in a while, I get frustrated. And I go, yo, go serve somebody. Go out on the street, grab a boombox and a microphone and start talking about your message if you really believe it. Hey, go into the podcast studio, at the nearest studio near you, rent an hour, record a content where you're just sharing your heart and your message. Like when I say that, I mean, don't try to record it perfect with an intro. I'm talking about crank that music up, get in your vibe, think about the audience that you know that you're destined and born to reach, the product that you know you're most passionate about selling. selling, and then just start selling it to yourself until you get convicted enough to stop allowing all of these little idiosyncrasies and details of what needs to be done and what needs to be put where to get in the way of who needs help. Today. Because tomorrow is not promised, man. What are we doing? What are we doing? What are we doing? And I had to call myself out on that BS because I was playing this game, trying to prove it to myself, trying to make up for all this lost time that I didn't spend studying in high school like I was supposed to do, letting go of the football career like I was supposed to let go of the football career my freshman year, and focus on my college degree and really the skill set that I'm sharing with the world today. But I held on to this old dream so long because I thought like I got more time. I want to get to the league first. And I didn't have that time. I was wasting that time. And people were drowning and teammates were falling off because I was refusing to reveal. Oh, yes. Reveal, not become. Reveal who I am. And I believe I'm talking to some people that are tired of hiding themselves, editing themselves, questioning themselves, delegating themselves, asking ChatGPT to show them themselves, asking the coach to tell them themselves. And there's people in the chat, somebody better blow it up for you, boy, that are like, look, I am going to reveal, all of who I am in 2026. All of who I am is coming out. My thoughts are coming out. I don't care if they like it or don't like it. My opinions are coming out. I don't care if they like it or don't like it. If I can play the guitar, I'm about to play the guitar. If I can stand with one leg and juggle, I'm going to stand with one leg and juggle. But I'm not going to suppress my dreams, my desires, my expression, my personality, because I'm trying to fit in and conform and do it all right so I can survive. I'm telling you how to survive. Use your gift to serve the world. Your gift will make room for you and bring you before great men. I'm telling you, greatness can never be hidden. If Whitney Houston was singing on the street corner right now, somebody in Nashville would come sign her contract. Hey, if Daryl Stinson was barking with a microphone like this, it'd be like 30 people running like, this dude is crazy. But hey, one of them corporate executives gonna be like, bro, do you do a keynote speech? I'm gonna be like, come on, put me in the game. Greatness cannot be hidden. Your greatness cannot be hidden. Your greatness cannot be hidden. So how did I learn that? I learned it because I ran from it my entire life. And then when I could no longer run and God said, I'll take that football career away from you. I'll take that girlfriend that you thought was your wife away from you. And I'll take that drug career and that money that you're making, and I'll put a drug case on you, and I'll make you stop selling drugs so that you finally have to step into your calling. And I had two choices, calling or suicide. And I tried to take myself out and he wouldn't let me. And I tried to swallow pills and he wouldn't let me. And I ended up in a psychiatric unit and he found me. And he finally said, will you say yes? Ooh, somebody should just type yes in the chat. Because that's all it is a yes. It's not that complicated to be who you are and get paid well for it. That is the why we're here. The only problem is that we're doing everybody's ideal and everybody's thing except for ourselves. I know it to be true because if you had 30 days to make your dream come true, or your kids were going to be stranded on an island for the rest of their life, I promise you figure it out. I promise you figure it out. I just want a couple of people to do it. I'm so tired of people talking about it. It makes no sense to me why I watch some of these other entrepreneurs drop 10, 20 grand on ads and they're serving people and screwing people over, and you're over here questioning yourself and you actually got helpful stuff to say, but you so scared to reveal who you are that you won't post more than 3 times a week. Golly. Figure it out on the way. So I'm not perfect. I don't have all the answers. I didn't even do the best on this stream. I'm going to watch this and nitpick this all the way apart. But I asked myself one question at the top of my speech review, Jim. You know what it is. Did I do and say what God sent me there to do and say? And then I go, how was my body language, my posture, my stories? Did I close my points? Did I wear the right road? Then I do all the other stuff. I am a high performer now. Let me pause, man. Anybody got questions or stuff like that? How much time we got? 5 minutes?
5 minutes. 5 minutes.
That was friggin' awesome.
Got me tearing up over here, bro. Whoo, come on. Throw a 10 in the chat. Throw a 10 in the chat if you felt that emotion in your heart, if you're sick of being silenced, if you have something to say to the world.
Mm-hmm. 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 Yeah, I see it. I appreciate you. Don, Claude, Chad, Caleb. I see y'all. I appreciate you. Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, can I say something real quick?
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
Bro, that was super powerful, man. I just tore my ligaments in my foot, so I'm in a boot, and I just put in the chat, man, I damn near could have ran out this house on this one leg, man, and went and felt nothing. Like the vulnerability, man, it's crazy because when I started my journey with Brock, he brought out some stuff out of me, man, and just listen to this podcast, bro, you're an amazing guy. And I just want to thank you for sharing what you shared, bro. Like,
yeah, I appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
It's all it is your spirit bearing witness. It's like, oh, that's me. Yep. Oh, wait, give me the mic.
Yeah.
Because you got a message too, bro. You got a message too. I see it, and let the next level of it come out.
For sure, 100%. Thank you, man.
Yep. Mm-hmm. I know. Mm-hmm. So we all, yeah, come on.
How do you overcome hesitation and doubt when you want to express yourself?
I have to try to connect to somebody that I care about more than me. Because I know me so much. I didn't lie to myself, made a promise, didn't keep it to myself. So all that like hype me up don't always work for me. I have to try to focus so much on somebody else that I lose sight of me. You know, I have to be other people conscious that I'm not so self-conscious. So a lot of people are like, oh, you know, I don't know how to this. And it's like, that's I. And they're not like, man, people are struggling with this and da 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 da. And so I just try to focus on other people because if I just focus on them, I know I can serve. If I focus on me, I don't know if I can impress.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Good question.
Go,
I just
Sherry.
want to come on. I just want to come on and say
Use your
thank you
voice
for
for
the
your
sermon.
purpose.
There we go.
Oh, Jim, hold
Go
on.
ahead.
Sherry's got something, Jim. Hold on.
I just
Go,
want to come
Sherry.
on and say thank you. Thank you for the sermon this morning. My goodness, that was powerful. And if we didn't feel that, I pray that we go and get our heart checked today. Get on our knees and find the one true living God and get our heart checked today so we can move in our purpose. Man, that was powerful. Way to go, young man. You have clearly found your purpose, and we thank you for sharing today.
Thank you. Mm.
Amen.
Mm-hmm.
Amen. Fran, what about you, Fran? You had something else, Fran. You put more tens in there than what how did Daryl speak to you, Fran?
I said earlier, that's friggin' awesome.
Mm-hmm.
He truly spoke to my heart. It was very emotional, and powerful. And I pray that I can be a tenth of what you propose to everyone today.
More than
Amen.
that. No 10th. No 10th, man. 10 out of 10 of you. Of you. The funny thing, I promise you, man, if you saw my closet, you'd be like, yeah, I definitely can be a 10 out of 10. Like I'm only good at this one thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's important to know, man. I tell people my mom might not ever write a best-selling book. She might not ever become a TED Talk speaker. But I'm telling you, I wouldn't be here if she didn't throw herself on the hood of my car when I was going to commit suicide. So we're here to fulfill our purpose. Butterflies, bees, giraffes, zebras, you know. And so I know sometimes when this stage gift that sometimes is a public thing, we sort of like, oh yeah, that. But it's like, man, we all got that. I've seen you argue before. Everybody got a little speaker in them when they get mad. So everybody's a 10 out of 10 in their calling. So I just had to say that because don't be 1/10 of me, please. It'll be 10 out of you. But I get the sentiment. Appreciate it.
All right, y'all. Any other questions before we wrap up this Friday? Thank you all for being here today. Daryl Stinson, 2-time author, 2 times TEDx, 2 million views on his TEDx, speaking coach, clearly dumping out some of that energy, that authenticity. Use your voice, people. Be how you would be with your friends, whether it's you're doing a presentation, whether you're on stage, whether you're selling a house, whether you're talking to a client, whether you're writing marketing copy, whether you're putting out some material to grow your business, to get more sales. Be who you would be to your friends, because you have a purpose and you have to use your voice so the world can feel it. Thank you, Daryl Stinson. Thank you for being here, brother. Thank you, Brock. Everybody have a wonderful weekend, and we'll see y'all next week. We're out.
Yeah,
Peace.
thanks, Daryl.
Thank you. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you so much, Daryl. God bless you.
Man, blessings. Blessings.